Unit 5. Today we will solve general revision on Unit 2 from معاصر book, page 44. Question number 1. Complete. The variable in the equation x plus 5 equal 9 is what? X here we called it variable. In the variable here it will be x. The result will be x. About question number 1. Number 2. Here, if y plus 1.2 equal 7.5, then y equal, you can solve this equation. Y plus 1.2 equal 7.5. You must subtract between 5.7 and 1.2, then y will be equal 7.5 subtract 1/2. To find the variable here unknown letter, it will be 5 minus 2 equal 3 and 7 minus 1 equal 6. The result will be 6.3. Okay. Question number 3. If A subtract 1.24 and 1, it will be 0.213, then A equal. A here we called it what? Million. And 1.241,000 we called it what? Subtrahend. And the difference between them 0.213. To find the million here, you must add the result here, the difference between two numbers, to what? To the subtrahend. 1.241, not 0.213. 3 plus 1 equal 4, 1 plus 4 equal 5, 2 plus 2 equal 4, 1 plus 0 equal 1. The result will be 1 and 454,000th. Question number 4. Question number 4. If 9.6 subtracted by x equal 2.45, then x equal, we can find x here by finding the difference between two numbers. X here we called it the subtrahend. To find the subtrahend, you must subtract between what? Between the median and the difference. Okay, then x will be 9.6 subtract by 2.45. We must put 0 here to find the difference. 0 minus 5, we can do it. Borrow 1 from 6 here, it will be 5, and 0 will be 10. 10 minus 5 equal 5, and 5 minus 4 equal 1. 9 minus 2 equals 7. And the value of x here, about question number 4, it will be what? It will be 7 and 1500th. Question number 5. In the bar model here, finds the value of A. We have a bar model. In the top, the greatest number here, 30 and 8, and down here, A and 19.5. We can solve this example to find A subtract between 30.8 and 19.5. A equal 30.8 subtract by 19.5. 8 minus 5 equal 3, and 30 minus 19, it will be 11. Then the result will be 11.3. It's the value of A. Okay. Question number 6. The number 11 has two factors because 11 is a prime number. We know any prime number has only two factors, can divide it by itself and one only. Such that what? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and so on. Then about question number 6, the number 11 has two factors. Number 6, write 2. Number 7, the number whose all prime factors are 2, 3, 5. You can multiplication all factors here to find the number. 2 times 3 times 5. 2 times 3 equals 6. 6 times 5 equals 30. Then question number 7, the number whose all prime factors of it 2, 3, 5, it will be what? 2 times 3 times 5, it will be 30. Question 8, The prime number has two factors. Question number 9. Space is a factor of all number. The factor of all number, it will be 1. Okay, question number 11. The prime factors of 14, it will be 2 and 7 only. Okay, he won't find the prime factors of 14, but if he wants all factors of 14, we can find 2, right? 2, 7, 1, and 14. But in this example, he wants what? We want the prime factors of 14. The prime factors of 14, it will be 2 and 7. Question 12. Space and space are prime factors of 6, 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are prime factors of 6. Question 13. Question 13, where space is the only even prime number. The only prime even number is 2. It's the only prime number. Question 14. The greatest common factor of 6 and 12, it will be 6, because 6 can divide by 12. Then 6 is the greatest common factor between 6 and 12. If you want to find the least common multiplication between 12 and 6, you can write here 12, because 12 is the least common multiplication between 6 and 12. But in this example, you want to find what? The greatest common factor of 6 and 12. It will be what? It will be 6, because 12 can divide by 6. Then you must write here 6 about question 14. Question 15. The greatest common factor of 2 and 3, it will be 1. Because 2 and 3, we called it prime numbers. 2 and 3 can't divide it by any numbers without what? Without 1. Because 2 and 3, we called it a prime numbers. Any prime number has only 2 factors. Can divide it by itself and 1 only. Okay? Question number 15. The greatest common factor of 2 and 3, it will be 1. Okay? Question 16. The greatest common factor of 7 and 21, it will be what? We know 7 and 21 can divide it by 7. Question 16. 21. Okay, can you see the example? 21 can divide it by 7. Then the greatest common factor will be 7. It's very easy for you, okay, because 21 can divide it by 7. Question 17. The least common multiplication of 5 and 10. 10 can divide it by 5. Then 10 is the least common multiplication between two numbers. It's very easy to find least multiplication. The greatest number here, 10 can divide it by 5. Then 10 is the least common multiplication between two numbers, 10 and 5. And 5 is a prime numbers here, and 5, we called it greatest common factor between two numbers, 10 and 5. Question 18. Space is the multiple of all numbers. 0 is the multiple for all numbers. 0 is a multiple for all numbers. 0 is a multiple of all numbers. Question 18, write 0. Okay. Question 19. LCM, least common multiplication of 6 and 10, it will be what? We know 6 and 10. 10 can divide it by 6. Then you must add 10 to this number. 10 plus 10 equal 20. 20 can divide it by 6? No. Then we must add 10 again to this number. It will be 30. 30 can divide it by 6? Yes. Then the least common multiplication between 6 and 10, it will be what? It will be 30. Okay, again, 10 can be divided by 6. Then we must add 10 again to this number. 10 plus 10 equals 20. 20 can be divided by 6. Then we must add 10 again. 20 plus 10 equals 30. 30 can be divided by 6. Then the least common multiplication between 6 and 10, it will be 30. Question 20. The smallest prime odd number, it will be 3. Question 20. You know prime number, such that 2, 3, 5, 7. The smallest prime odd number, it will be 3. But the smallest prime even number is 2. Question 12 is the equation which represents a model here. Okay, look at this model. We have the table and divided it here 6.5 and here P and 3.2. Then we can find b here by write the equation. We know b equals 6.5 subtract by 3.2. b will equal 5 minus 2 equal 3, 6 minus 3 equal 3. The result will be 3.3. Question number 2, choose the correct answer. Number 1, which of the following represent an equation? We know the equation, it will be a relation between two expressions such that x plus 3 equal 5. We called it equation. Relation between two expressions, and write the sign between them. Write this sign equal between them. Okay. Then about this example, he give us letter A and B and C and D, and tell me this example here. Question number 1, which of the following represent equation? Equation here will be letter B, because in letter B we have A plus 3.1 plus 5. It's the equation. Choose letter A. Choose letter B about question number 1. Question number 2, which of the following represent an expression? Expression here hasn't equal, so you must choose letter D about question number 2. Question number 2, we asked about the expression here will be what? M plus 31, because we haven't here any the sign of equal. But letter A and B and C we have here equal between two expression. Okay, do you know the difference between equation and expression? The expression we have a lot of terms, but we haven't equal to. The sign of equal to here we haven't. Okay, but in the equation we must have this sign equal to between two expressions, such that x plus 3 equal 5. We called it the equation. But m plus 31 we called it the expression. The expression haven't any expressions haven't any sign equal to. Question 3, if k subtract by 0.6 equals 0.4, then k equal. K here we called it the median. To find the median, you must add the subtrahend to the difference. Then k will be equal 0.6 plus 0.4. 6 plus 4 equal 10. 0 and the carry of 1. 1 plus 0 equal 1. The result will be here will be 1. K will be 1. You must write here 1, because 1.0 it will be what? It will be 1. We must cancel the point and 0 here. Choose letter A about this question number 3. Question number 4, the value of the variable x in the equation. We have equation here, x subtract by 2.3, it will be 3.3. X, we called it what? Median. To find the median, you must add the subtrahend to the difference. 2.3 plus 3.3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Then x will be 5.6. The result. Okay. Question number 5. The prime factorization of 24. 24 equals 3 times 8, and 8 equals 2 times 2 times 2. Then you can write 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. It will be the factorization of 24, the prime factorization. Okay, of 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Choose letter D. Okay, again, 24. 2 times 2. You can replace any digits here as you like. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Choose letter D. Okay. Question number 6. The prime number where the sum of factors is 8, it will be 7, because 7 it will be 7 multiplication by 1, and 7 plus 1 it will be equal 8. Then the prime number whose the sum of factors is 8, it will be 7. It will be what? 7, because 7 can divide it by itself and 1 only. We call 7 is a prime number. Then the prime number whose the sum of its factors is 8, we called what? We can choose letter D here. Okay, 7. 7 is a prime number where the sum of its factors is 8. Question 7. The number which has prime factors 2, 2, 3, 5 is. We can find the number by multiplication or prime factorization. 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. 2 times 2 equal 4 and 3 times 5 equal 15. 4 times 15 equals 60. The result here will be 60. Choose letter D. Question 8. The prime factors of 12 are what? We know 12 can divide it by 2 and 6. 2 times 6 equal 12 and 6 equal 2 times 3. He asked about what here? The prime factors of 12. Here it will be 2 and 3 only. We can write 2 and 3 only. 2 and 3, the prime factors of 12. Okay, 2 and 12. Choose letter A. Question number 9. Here, in 56 and 4/10 plus x equal 96. We won't find the variable here. We called it x. We called it the variable. The variable in this equation, it will be x. Choose letter B. Question 10. The number 7 has 2 factors because 10 is a prime number and 10 can divide it by itself and 1 only. So the number 7 has 2 factors, itself and 1. Question 11. The only even prime number is 2. Choose letter B. Okay. Question 12. The next prime number after 7 it will be what? It will be 11. Okay, don't write 9 because 9 can divide it by itself and 1 and 3. 9 is not a prime number. Okay, and this choosing here 15, 13, 11, 10. Then the next prime number after 7 it will be 11. Choose letter C. Question 13. All following are prime numbers except what? Except 1. Number 13. 1. Why? Because 1 is not prime number. Why? Because 1 can divide it by itself only. But any prime number has only 2 factors. Can divide it by itself and 1. Okay. Question 14. The number space is a common factor for all number. It will be 1. Any number can divide it by 1. Then 1, we called it what? Is a common factor for all numbers. Question 15. Space is a common multiple of 9 and 6. 9 and 6. 9 can't divide it by 6. Then we must add 9 by 9. 9 plus 9 equal 18. Then 18 can divide it by 6. Then the least common multiplication between 9 and 6, it will be 18. Choose letter B. Question 16. The greatest common factor of 10 and 12. 12, the greatest, can't divide it by 10. Then you must add 12 here. You want to find what? Least common multiplication or greatest common factor? You want to find the greatest common factor. Okay, then the greatest common factor between two numbers here, it will be 2. Why? Because 10 equal 2 multiplication by 5 and 12, 2 times 3. And then 2 here is the common numbers between 10 and 12. The greatest common factor will be what? 2. It's a similar digits here. Okay, choose letter D. Question 17. The greatest common factor of two numbers 4 and 8. 8 can divide it by 4. Then 4, we called it what? We called 4 is the greatest common factor between 4 and 8. Choose letter A. Question 18. The number space is the multiple of the digit 4. It's meaning any number can divide it by 4 where it will be 28. Choose letter C because 28 can divide it by 4. Okay. Question 19. The least common multiplication of 6 and 10, it will be what? We know 10 can't divide it by 6. 20 can divide it by 6. 30 can divide it by 6. You must add 10 by itself. 10 plus 10 plus 10, it will be 30. The least common multiplication, it will be 30, about 19. Question 20. The least common multiplication of 10 and 15. 15 and 10, the least common multiplication will be what? Will be 5 because 10 equal 5 multiplication by 2 and 15 equal 5 times 3. Okay, the least common multiplication between them, it will be what? It will be 5. Question number 2. Answer each of the following. Number 1. Find greatest common factor of 42 and what? And 28. First step, we can factorization 42 by using 3D ground. 42 equal 6 times 7. Okay, pay attention with me here. 6 times 7 and 6 equal 2 times 3. And the next number here, 28 equal 4 times 7 and 4 here equal 2 times 2. Then you can write 42 equal 2 times 2 times 7, 2 times 3 times 7. And 28 equals 7 times 2 times 2. 7 here and 2. You must replace all digits under the similar. Okay, write 2 here times 7. We want to find what in this example? The greatest common factor between 42 and 28. It will be what? 2 times 7 equal 14. Greatest common factor, it will be 14. Question number 2. Least common multiplication of 8 and 12. 8 equal 2 times 2 times 2 and 12 equal 2 times 2 times 3. We can find the least common multiplication between two numbers here. Least common multiplication or greatest common factor. You want to find least common multiplication. Then we can write here 2, and from this curved here 2, close the curved here, write 2. And here 3, 2 times 2 equal 4, 2 times 3 equals 6, 4 times 6 equal 24. Then the least common multiplication of 8 and 12 and 8, it will be 24. Okay. Question number 3. Find the least common multiplication and greatest common factor of 6 and 10. 6 equal 2 times 3 and 10 equal 2 times 5. Draw the circles here. Greatest common factor, it will be 2, and the least common multiplication right here 2 and 3 and 5. 2 times 3 times 5, it will be 6 times 5 equals 30. Number 4. Solve each of the following equation using inverse operation strategy. Letter A. X plus 3.40 hundredth equals 7.04. We can solve this example by using bar models. I write x here in the top and 3.4 and 1. Sequential letter B. Letter A again, x plus this number again, sorry. We want to find x here write x plus this number equals 7.04, write 7.04, the gets number, and the smallest here x, and 3.40. Then x will be 7.04 subtract by 3.400. 4 minus 0 equals 4, 0 minus 4 we can't do it, but 1. 10 minus 4 equals 6, 6 minus 3 equals 3. The result will be here, which will be what? 3 and 64 hundredths. You can using model bar or using the inverse operation. Okay, he won't find the inverse operation. Do these steps only, don't draw the model bar. Okay, it's the result. Okay, question letter B. Y subtract 2.34 equal 3.6 and 6. We can find by using inverse operation strategy. Move this number here by the inverse sign. Y minus space equals this number. We can find here what? The median. Subtract by number here. It will be 3.66. To find the median, you must add subtrahend to the difference, right? 3.66 plus 2.34. 4 plus 6 equal 10, 0 and carry up 1. 4 plus 6 equal 10, 0 and carry up 1. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Then y here will be equal 6. Question number 5. Letter A. Solve the following equation. Create a bar model to solve each problem. X subtract by 3.4 equal 1.34. You can draw the model bar here, and the gets number right in the top. 1 point, or x is the greatest, right? X here, and first number 3.4, and the smallest here 1.34, because we want to find the median. The median is the greatest number right in the top. Then x equals 3.4 plus 1.34. Then x will be equal, write 0 here. 4 plus 0 equals 4. 3 plus 4 equals 7. 1 plus 3 equals 4. Question letter B. .76 equal 3.53 plus y. You can find y here by the difference between the greatest number and the smallest. Right here 3.53 and y, and the greatest number here 8.76. Then y equal 8.76 subtract by 3.53. Y equals 6 minus 3 equals 3. 7 minus 5 equals 2. 8 minus 3 equals 5. Y will be equal 5.23. Question number 6. Answer the following. Letter A. List the first 5 multiple of 8. Okay, first 6 multiples of 8 will be what? We must beginning by 0, and then 8 plus 8 equals 16. 16 plus 8 equal 24, or 3 times 4 equal 24. 5 times 8, we have here 3 times 8 24. 4 times 8 equal 32, and 5 times 8 it will be 40. You want to find 1 2 3 4 5 6. You want to find what? How many multiple? List 5 multiple. Okay, the list 5 multiple, it will be this number. Question number 7, or letter B. Okay, it was letter A and letter B. You want to find list the first 6 multiple of 4. 6 multiple of 4, you must beginning by 0, 0, 4, 8, 12. 12 plus 4 equals 16. Okay, it's letter P. Letter C. What are the common multiple of 8 and 4? You want to find common multiple. Between 8 and 4, 8 can be divided by 4. Then 8, we can beginning by all factors of 8, 0, 8, 8 plus 8 equals 16, and so on. Question number 7. Mona waters one. Look at steps about this example. Mona waters one of her plants every 4 days and another plant every 6 days. We have first and second. She waters one plant every 4 days and another plant every 6 days. If she waters both plants today, when is the next time both plants will be watered on the same day? We can find this example, the solution about this example, by using list multiplication between two numbers here. The first plants every 4 days, and the next plants after or every 6 days. So we can find the list multiplication between two numbers here to find what? To find what she waters both plants today at 12 days. After 12 days, she will plant the watered. Okay, 12 equal 2 times 2 and 6 equal 2 times 3. List multiplication 2 times 2 times 3. Then both plants will be watered after 12 days.